Plaza right now. Glenn already left. He probably left like about an hour before me. Yeah, we didn't get to drive together. My blanket idea did not work out. I want to apologize ahead of time if it's shaky. I have you on my like little suction cup thing, and I just couldn't get it. Like, it just shakes no matter what. This is probably like the 4th one I've tried. I don't know, but hopefully it's okay. It's good enough, and it doesn't bother you too much. But I wanted to go do like a quick story time right now because I'm on my way to South Coast Plaza, and there they have nice stores, and they have luxury stores like Cartier, Versace, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Chanel, you name it, they have it. Balenciaga, Hermes, Versace, did I say Versace? Like all of that. So it just, whenever I go here, which is, it's not like it's a bad thing, but I always remember this one story of what happened to Glenn and I when we went to the Beverly Center, which is why I won't go to the Beverly Center ever again. I love the Orange County South Coast Plaza. It is so nice, and all the customer service is amazing. So I feel like the lighting is so weird, sorry. I want to say my Louis Vuitton experience at the Beverly Center. So there was this purse that I wanted. I really wanted this pink purse, and I was like, oh man, it's perfect. Like, I'm very picky when it comes to my purchases, especially luxury purses and stuff. I like things that I can use for day or nights. I can utilize them for plenty of events, not just only nighttime, not just only daytime, because you're already spending so much money. I want to make sure I'm going to use the crap out of it. So there was this pink purse, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can totally see myself using this for spring and summer. It's a day purse. I can also use it for nighttime and blah, 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 all this stuff. So you couldn't really find it because it was in ballerina pink, and all that was like kind of hard to find a couple years ago, certain pieces. So I had to call the number, and they're like, hey, we have it in so-and-so state. We have one more. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, please. I was like, how do I get it? And they're like, oh, we can ship it to you. It's like, great. They're like, okay, we're going to send it to the Beverly Center. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's send it to the Beverly Center, because then Glenn and I can make like a whole day out of it. Have like a day date, because we're not bad and bougie, that's for dang sure. We like luxury goods, yeah, but we're not bad and bougie. We don't have our noses in the air, whatever. We're far from it. I order the purse, and they call me from the Beverly Center, and they say how it's there, and I'm like super excited, and we had a whole day planned. So we head out to Beverly Center, and for me, I dress pretty casual. I'm not gonna dress up just to go pick up a purse. Like, to me, that just sounds ridiculous. But I wasn't dressed in holes and rags, and I was wearing underwear, people. I mean, I was just kind of like how I am now, like casual, cute, but nothing fancy. Glenn, he just had like a t-shirt on, jeans, and like high tops. Glenn's super casual too. So I get the call that the purse is there, and I'm so excited, and I go there, and right when we enter, there's the girl who's just like, does like a little smile. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Like, hello. I know she said hi. I'll say that. So we enter, and the store is empty because we're going at a weird weekday. It's like a weird time of the day where it's just dead. No one's there. Like, a couple walked out, and maybe one person was browsing around, and that was it. The whole store is basically empty. So no one greets us for like about 10 minutes. Like, they're all just like, and we see associates just like walking by without saying anything. And right away I looked at Glenn, and I'm just like, oh no, like, you do not, that is one thing you will not do, because I did not come over here and come so excited that I can get the purse, and it's something I really wanted, and I was researching and all this to ruin my experience, because it's a whole experience, you know. You're excited, you know, when you like really want something. And I know people get super like weird with luxury goods sometimes, or sensitive, and it's a waste of money. We all have our own likes, you know what I mean? Like, we all do. I'm sure some people have like so many freaking new lipsticks, and I'm sure some people would never get it, and they're like, wow, what a waste of freaking money. And you're like, how dare you? Those are my nudes. They're all different. Guy finally comes up to us. He's like, oh, may we help you? Like, is there anything in particular you're looking for? I was like, oh yeah. And I'm so excited. I'm like, I called.
In 2 miles.
Sorry, I'm listening to my GPS too. I'm like so excited. And right when I tell him about getting the purse and all of that and which one, he's like, oh no, we don't have that. Immediately, like, just shut me down. Didn't even bother to look like in the background, like just straight up said, no, oh no, we don't have that. And after explaining how I ordered it, and it came to the store, and I got the call, and I literally was like, what? And he made me feel like crap, almost like I felt intimidated, and how lame, right? And so then I was like, no, like, I called, it's here, all this stuff. He goes, oh, well, I'll go check. So he goes and checks. He goes, oh, we have it. I know. I ordered it, you know? So then he's being like really like just snooty, has like an air about him.
In a half mile, use the...
Sorry guys, trying to find parking and I want to like vlog and drive. It's just too much. Okay, so we get in there. He gets the bag for me. And then he starts like, oh, well, the bag is so and so, like the price. I'm thinking, bruh, I think I would know because I freaking called. I ordered it. Like, why would I go out of my way to do all that? But the way he said it, it wasn't just, oh, just because that's part of his job. He said it like, oh, did you know that it, well, he goes, well, the price of the bag is that it, like, you know, like that with a certain air. And I don't care, like, if people are saying maybe I'm exaggerating. No, like, I could tell. Like, I could tell. Even Glenn was in shock. Like, he couldn't even believe it. So he's like getting my bag ready and all of that. And then Glenn starts looking to the side. And he's like looking at the backpacks and stuff. And I see two associates on the side and they're all just like looking at him and straight up talking about him. Like I could tell, like they were saying something about Glenn because that store was empty. Empty. I'm telling you, empty. So he comes back over, you know, and we're doing all this. And then he's like, oh, well, you know, there was like some lady that came from Paris and she returned this and I wouldn't even return it just because it's such a beautiful piece and blah, blah, blah. And he starts talking about it and then he pulls it out. He's like, oh, it's this right here. He goes, oh, but it's blah, 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 like how much the price is again. And I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, like this guy. But when he pulled it out, you have no idea because the attitude he was giving us, because I don't think I said this, he already asked like, well, what do you guys do like for work, like right away? And it's just like, none ya business, none ya your business. And I remember like Glenn answered and I was just so irritated just the way he was talking. And in my head, I was like, oh, don't answer him. But you know, just trying to keep our cool and not stoop down as low as him. And then that's when he pulled out that coin purse. It was matching to the purse. I have never been just so excited. Like, do you guys ever get that moment where you're just like, checkmate B, checkmate bish? That's what I really meant. Because I'm like getting all my feels right now because I'm remembering it. And he pulled out this coin purse and it matched the purse. And he's like, oh, but it's da-da-da-da. And I just so happened, because it was my very first like pink piece. I had that same exact coin purse that he showed. And I pulled it out. I was like, oh, I have it. And he looked, he was like, oh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Glenn is freaking here and he just finished, but he doesn't have any bags in his hands because I don't know what he said, but he said, oh no, I can meet up with you, it's okay. So now I'm gonna meet up with, oh my gosh, he is something else. I'll continue the story. Well, okay, long story short. Okay, let me try to say it really fast. So I pulled it out and I was like, boom, checkmate. You should have seen his face. His tone of voice completely changed. He looked like what? Yes, I had it. You know, and it wasn't that expensive of a piece, but still, I had it and I was so excited. And I was just so happy. And when we left, end of the story, I felt like crap. Like, it ruined my experience. I spent all this money. And he literally, like, we just felt so belittled. Like we felt like crap. Whenever you go to Orange County, the Louis Vuitton is so freaking nice. Like, so nice. All the stores, all so nice. Like, they don't judge you or whatever. Like, okay, I'll continue in a bit. Excuse me, mister. We're not supposed to be meeting up.
We're not supposed to be meeting up.
You know what I was talking about in the car? What? I was talking about our experience. Remember we went to Beverly Center and I ordered that pink purse and that guy was so rude, acting like we couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
I was just talking about it.
Ah.
So what are you doing here?
About your present. I gotta come back Friday.
Oh wow, you look so pissed.
Huh? Well, no, it's cool because it worked out.
Oh, okay.
I'm off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm just gonna come back Friday morning.
Oh, so we or what?
No, because then you're gonna see the present. So.
Oh, okay. So pretty. Oh, cute. And there's Santa down below. I already had an experience, you guys. I'll tell you later. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it every year. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I seriously thought it said something else really quick, but I came to see the pink one. I'm not like the biggest fan of Fenty, but these ones are really good too. This whole line just so I can get this one product. I'm crazy. Just finished all my shopping. I just left Sephora just to get the gloss bomb, and I was telling the guy in the front, I was like, don't you think that the name looks like something else? And he agreed, because I know that I'm not the only one who thought that, because I saw it, I was like, I had to do a double take. I thought the name was something else. But basically almost done with my Christmas shopping, so I'm super happy. Woo! Ah, yes. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, traffic. I am back home. Glenn is back there trying to defrost some chicken right now for us. Obviously we went to the whole mall, and I remember I was telling you my experience with Louis. It's not only like I'm just making this stuff up, because sometimes I feel like when I start complaining or talking about stuff, people think like I'm bratty or like just being a little brat, but I swear I'm not. I am so chill. I will say though, when I went to the store, the one lady, she was like okay with me, but when she knew I was really gonna buy something, her whole attitude changed. Same thing that happened to us like at some other stores, but I want to show you guys proof too, because Glenn went and he had an experience and he was telling me all about it right now, but I told him don't say it yet, I want to vlog it. So you can say your experience, because it's not like, I don't want people to think like I'm just making shit up.
So we went to the same mall. I walked in there, and I mean right off the bat, security's gonna be like, oh, we got a red level guy walking around.
What's red level? What does that mean?
Like a high risk type dude, you know? Because I see a dude walk in there with like, you know, ethnic tattoos, you know, dressing like kind of street.
How dare you wear Levi's?
You know? And as soon as I walked in there, like I said, the security, I mean, it's that time of year where people steal.
People steal.
I know. If you look like the suspect, they're going to treat you like the suspect, you know? Whatever, it's cool. So I walked in, you know, went to the store. First store I went into.
What store?
I went into Gucci, and there was two dudes behind the display case. They were talking to each other. You know, they're having a good old time. And they see me walk in because I'm like looking at stuff, and they just like turn and look at me. They're just like ha 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 ha, and just. And I was like, damn. Obviously, I could feel like, you know, I'm already being judged. You know, look at this guy. You know, he's not walking in with name brand stuff like. You know, I'm basic. I don't need all that stuff. I mean, maybe some pieces, yeah, but I don't need all name brand head to toe. You know what I'm saying?
I'm wearing Forever 21 all day, air day.
Yeah, I'm not like that type, because I like to be comfortable.
My pants are torrid.
I'm not fancy. You know, I'm not bougie. So
Mas fancy.
I like to, you know, just be cool.
But we dress clean. We just dress casual and normal.
Just dress casual, right? Anyways, so yeah, one of them, like after maybe 5 minutes, comes up to me and he's like, may I help you? And I'm just like, oh, I'm just looking for something for my wife. And oh, your wife, okay. And he did that one of those. I was like, oh, like, it's gonna be a hard choice. But
wow, what do we have for underneath $50?
I was like, dang, dude. I was like, he's really analyzing me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, sorry, we don't have anything of your salary.
So I'm just like, you know, I already know the bullshit that he's feeding me, right? So I'm taking the bullshit. I'm just freaking throwing it over my shoulder, and I'm just looking around, and I'm like, there's some stuff here that's all right. There's nothing really catching my eye, because I'm the type that if I see something that catches my eye, boom, I'm getting it. If I see something that catches my eye and I know she's gonna like, I'm like, boom, I gotta have that, gotta get it now. I didn't see anything there, so whatever. I kind of was like, I felt like I was kind of getting brushed off, and I was just like, I'm gonna leave, man. This is crap. So I walked out of there and I go to the next store. And actually, once I walked into it, right when I passed the threshold of this store, there was an Asian woman. She saw me and she was just like, hi, may I help you? And I was like, whoa. I was like, damn. I was like, that's the best customer service I've had at this mall in a long time, you know? And she actually really, really helped me.
But we usually get good customer service there.
Well, depending on what store you go into.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So I was surprised at this store, because it was this store, and she was really, really helpful, and she helped me out right away. She was like, do you know what you're getting? And I was like, yeah, I do. I have a picture. She was like, oh, great. Picture works perfectly. And so from there on, you know, she was like, oh, we don't have that in stock, but I can get it to you. The closest day I can get to you is Thursday. It's Monday. I can get you by Thursday. I was like, well, I work Thursday night, so Friday morning she was like, oh, that's perfect because we're gonna do something special for you and blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, awesome, thank you so much. You know, she gave me her name, her number. She was like, I'll text you when everything's in. We're gonna let you know, so you're gonna come and pick it up, and boom. And I was like, wow, I was like, wow, your customer service is really, really good. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. She said that she was actually having a bad day. And I was like, oh, wow, that sucks, you know? And she was like, yeah, you know, it's just Christmas, it's hectic and all this, but we're gonna change that day. I was like, oh, yeah, you know, no problem. You know, I'm just gonna, you know, purchase this, and you just made a sale, so we're all gonna be happy. You know, I got my present for my wife, and, you know, you made a sale, so let's just be happy about that. And she's like, yeah, you're right. So that was a really good experience that I had today after other stores that I have actually walked into.
You said security was watching you even on a bike when you're going to the car, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, when I was driving my car, right? So me, I like black on black on black, you know? That's just how I roll. I just like rolling stealthy like that. Anyways.
What the heck?
When I was leaving the parking lot, I just see this bike right behind me. I'm like, damn, this dude's on my ass. You know, a little bike security guy. He's just like reading my license plate and shit. He's all doing this.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, dude, whatever. I was like, you're not gonna find any warrants for my arrest or anything. You know, no outstanding tickets. You know, but it's the area. You know, when I arrived there, I was driving right next to a Ferrari, so that tells you. That tells you a lot right there, you know. They're just like, they're just really bougie. Which I step into their zone, you know, that's their zone, you know.
I was in a store and there was this man there and he was a landscaper and he kind of had like paint also on his hands, so he does like a lot of, what do you call that? Like,
just home improvement stuff.
Yeah, he's a handyman. He's a handyman. And you could tell like he was in there just like looking around, not knowing what the hell was going on, but he was waiting for his bag. But the sales associate was super, super nice. But what really bothered me was everybody walking in and like looking at him like, ew, you know? And that, like one of my pet peeves are people who think that they're just better than anybody. Like I cannot stand that. Like, yeah. I really can't. And I'm someone where, like, yeah, you earn respect. Like, I feel like everybody has my respect, but you lose my respect once you do something like that. And it was just so messed up. It really made me annoyed. But, like, just girls walking in immediately. And it's just like, who are you to even look at anybody like that? Don't you think that's so shitty?
We all wipe our ass the same way.
Yeah.
Unless you walk upwards, which if you do, you're freaking nasty. Don't do that.
Okay, we're gonna cut. Okay, so I went to Tiffany too. This is the first time where I kind of had like a whole issue with that. Like I've never had any issues at South Coast Plaza, but I will say no matter what, when you walk into a luxury store, they'll be extra nice once they know you're really gonna purchase something and you kind of know what you want and you want to see, and they're like, oh, okay, they know what they really want. I was like, where's my earring? It's stuck to, ow. I went into Tiffany's for a present for someone and I knew like what I wanted. It's like this little bracelet. It's really cute. And in Tiffany's, I feel like a lot of people don't know, but it's not like all super expensive. You know, they have some more affordable pieces that are under $200. And the lady, I said, oh, excuse me, can you help me? You know, cause she's kind of standing there like not really saying anything. I was like, oh, whatever. It's like busy. She doesn't know who wants really help and all that. So I was like, oh, I'm looking for this bracelet. And I say, oh, it's this charm bracelet, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, yeah. Like, all nice. Like, she was fine. And I was like, oh, no, not that one. The one with, like, this, like, little small beads. She goes, that's not a charm bracelet. Like, the way she, like, just snapped out of nowhere and looked at me, I'm like, well, there's a dankly little thing, so what do you call that? The tag? That's a little charm. That's a charm that's dangling from the bracelet. But she knew what I was talking about, and I honestly got so annoyed. And I think it was because I was just finished telling you guys that story about the guy from Beverly Hills at the Louis. And so then, what I told her was, I was like, well, you know what I said, well, you know what I'm talking about then, so that's what I want. I got so annoyed. I had to, because the way she looked at me, I was like, oh no. And then she's like, have you shopped here before? Like that. I was like, actually, yes, I have. You can look me up. I just couldn't believe it. And I was just so annoyed. I really was. And I just walked out and I was like, wow. Like, I couldn't even believe it. I really couldn't. Like, the way she looked at me, like, so, that's not a charm bracelet. Sorry. It's like you have to be mentally prepared at these freaking places, which is so lame to say, you know, but I guess it comes with the territory or whatever they want to say. But so yeah, my other experience was honestly awesome. Like the lady was so amazing. She was so sweet. The sales associate was like, oh yeah, text me if anything. Here's my number, all this stuff. Like so nice. So yeah, you got some good seats and you got some bad seats. But the main thing I noticed was like everybody walking around. I usually call it shit lip. let me get you in on a little insider. Shit lip. Shit lip is when you have an imaginary piece of shit above your lip, and that's what I call what people have shit lip, because they're smelling and they're like, because they're smelling shit. That's what I call shit lip. I was like, so many people with shit lip today, like what I thought.
You were a window shopper.
Yeah. And who cares if we're window shopping? People should be able to look at things. You know? Seriously though. Like it doesn't matter. Like who cares? I mean, I get like they don't want people destroying things or, you know, people dirtying things with natural oils and stuff. That's why they handle things with gloves and stuff. And, you know, you just have to be careful. But I think anybody should be able to walk in. And then that's another reason. I'm sure there's people out there who feel like intimidated, because even though I go into these stores and I know I'm going to purchase something, I feel intimidated like before I go for some reason, because you just know some crap's about to go down possibly, or people are going to be looking at you or whatever. Well, that was our shopping experience. It wasn't that bad though. It was just the first lady. I was like, bitch, what? Sorry, I'm not buying like a $20,000 diamond bracelet. Oh, and then there's a lady next to me. And she kind of gave her a look like, what are you doing? You know, like looking at her like I'm helping like me, and then looking at her. And then she's like, oh, I really like this. And I already kind of knew about like that line because it's affordable. It's like nice. And then she's like, I wonder how much that runs. I was like, oh, that's like around 150. She goes, oh my gosh, I had no idea. She's like, I thought everything was probably going to be like 400 and up. I was like, no. I said, they have some really affordable, cute pieces. I said, you can get a lot of nice jewelry here, you know, where people think it's really expensive. She says, oh yeah, I'm talking to her because she doesn't know anything about the brand. You could tell this is her first time in there. And that's how sales associates should be. I felt like I was working there and I was letting the lady feel comfortable. That's it. I'm taking that lady's job. I don't like it when people feel uncomfortable. That's one of my other things. Like when you can tell someone's uncomfortable, it makes me like uncomfortable times 10. What are you doing?
Playing my damn game. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, don't act like you talk like that to me. You're so dumb. Ew! Hold up. So we want to make a good point because Glenn made a good point. I wanted to mention this, but it slipped my mind. The reason why some of those people act the way they do is because of the customers that enter as well. So they're assuming, oh, here's another customer that's going to be super rude or demanding to me. So that's like Glenn was saying, they're not used to someone being like super nice and upbeat, because whenever I end up like with anybody, they're so nice and we end up like laughing and having a good time, like straight up. Like when I went to Sephora, like one of the guys, he kind of like looked at me and just like, you know, when I entered. But then after I was talking to him, I was like, oh my gosh, I love your lower lash line blown out with that blue. And he like totally flipped his switch. He's like, oh my God, thanks girl, da da da. And we're all like talking about makeup for a couple minutes. I was like, you see, they're just assuming, you know, I'm a little bee because other people walk in there like a bee. But I guess it's just a cycle. We're good customers, we're nice. I'm always nice. So that Tiffany's lady, I kind of had like a face. So I just made some chicken with some fajita mix, and now I'm just making some quesadillas, and this is the final results. Nice and crispy with cheese and chicken, and we'll have it with guac and sour cream. We have not had one meal today, so this will be super, super tasty. But I just put a little butter on the outside to crisp it, and then I just put the cheese with the chicken, and it's really yummy. And then I was happy because I had 2 avocados left, and this was perfect for guac and cilantro, which was about to go bad. So yeah, I used my stuff that we had in the kitchen. Bon appetit, my sweet.
Oh wow, thank you, babe.
You're welcome. Who wants a treat? Treat, 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 treat. Kiss! Kiss, Yuppie! Kiss, Yuppie, kiss! Yuppie, kiss! She's looking at him like, what are you doing? Yuppie, come here. Kiss! Oh, right away. Come here, Ewok, you have to learn. Come here. Kiss! Did you see what he did to Kuja? Hey, you have to be patient in life.
wants a treat? Treat, 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 treat. Who wants a treat? Treat, 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 treat. Who wants a treat? Treat, 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 treat.
Okay guys, so for dinner we are just having protein shakes. Oh wow, may I help you? May I help you? And earlier today, you guys know how I did those chicken quesadillas. Those filled us up so much because we didn't eat anything all day. So when we ate that, it was so heavy and we're still full. Like this is perfect after the gym. We went to the gym. And then I just cut up a pear, Asian pear, and then guava. One of my favorites. And we'll just have that for dinner. Okay, we're gonna do advent calendar. Where's yours at?
I don't have a lot of me.
Huh?
He keeps trying to lick my stuff.
Oh, I know, because he smells it. He thinks it's ice cream. Another freaking tube. Everything's a tube. Tubes.
Damn, it might over here.
Okay, this is what mine is. I don't know if I'm showing it. Let's see. Okay, it's not covered. Oh, it smells like a lotion.
It smells like peace.
Or like a lip balm.
Like peace.
What is it?
Peace.
Oh, nice. It's a moisturizer. So this is the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. And it says Nude Glow.
No peace.
Right there.
Peace.
Huh? Pizza? I'm holding all in my bag. Everything. So then I can do a whole video on that. Haro time! He doesn't fall for it anymore.
I got a snow trooper.
There he is.
Oh, dang, you almost fell, huh, dude?
You fell. Oh, and...
Oh, Trapper Fruity.
Oh, so we didn't get this one. I thought we did.
No.
So Trapper Fruity, right here. This is the only one we're gonna get. We get one of them.
I'm gonna eat mine later because it's not gonna go good.
I know, with the protein shake. I think we get one Trapper Fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one. I think for Christmas, we're gonna get the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That's what my guess is.
Usually all the time.
All right, guys, we're gonna get going. Tired. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, give it a thumbs up. That really helps. And make a comment. See you guys in the next one. Whoop, whoop.